Top 10 most embarrassing interviews that shocked people. Number 10, Jimmy Kimmel laughing at Megan Fox. The Transformers actress recalled her time as a Bad Boys 2 extra, a role she got when she was 15 in a 2009 appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live. She claims that director Michael Bay devised a different strategy because Fox lacked the legal capacity to drink or sit at the bar. He made her wear a Stars and Stripes bikini, a red cowboy hat, and 6-inch heels for a soaking wet dance under a waterfall. She stated that's kind of a microcosm of how Bay's mind works. Jimmy replied, well, that's really a microcosm of how all our minds work. I don't know what all he's talking about, but no comment. Some of us have the decency to suppress those feelings and act as though they are not there. Again, Kimmel, I don't know about that one. People were appalled by Kimmel's response to Fox's story, which involved a minor, when the interview resurfaced on Twitter 11 years later, and they demanded an apology from the late night host. Number 9, Ben Affleck. Affleck spoke with a French-Canadian journalist named Anne-Marie Lozic while promoting Jersey Girl on Box Office. She sat in his lap for the entirety of the conversation. Just want to let you know it was consensual, but I guess for the time it just was a little risque. With his arms folded over the columnist's midsection, the Batman entertainer proposed Lozic remove her shirt, ridiculed French inflections, and remarked on her firm breast. In the midst of the hashtag MeToo movement in 2017, Hillary Burton claimed that Affleck inappropriately touched her during a 2003 appearance on MTV's TRL. The box office interview with Lozic began to circulate online, and numerous individuals questioned Affleck's behavior toward women in light of the video. Lozic stated to Entertainment Tonight that she conducted many interviews like that with Affleck and that the video had been misinterpreted. She stated, the day I did that particular interview, it was a little bit typical, I would say, in the sense that we would have this game going on and it was strictly for the cameras while the cameras were on, adding that their interviews always got very high ratings. She stated, I thought it was kind of fun. I aired everything that we did in the full interview without editing anything out. Lozic said that people liked the clips with Affleck and that they were a big thing in Quebec. However, Lozic acknowledged that the circumstance has altered in light of Burton's allegations against the actor. She stated, of course with this whole story, I guess it changes the dynamic a little bit, but it was still very positive up until yesterday night. Number 8, David Letterman and Madonna. He asked her to kiss a man in the audience shortly after the pop star joined Letterman on the Late Show stage to cheers from the audience. Why do you care so much about my sexual life? He was asked by Madonna. He responded, as we all know, I have none of my own, urging her to kiss a man in the audience. Disrespectful, disgusting, and creepy. I don't know how he still is in the Hollywood industry, but again, I guess that is most of Hollywood. Again, the crowd encouraged him to make his request. Incidentally, you are a sick F word. She told him after Madonna refused once more. Why do I receive so much shit? It's bizarre. Honestly, Madonna, you're right. Number 7, Anne Hathaway. Hathaway dealt with a number of body-related questions while discussing her role as Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises with extra reporter Jerry Penacoli. Penacoli brought up her feline fitness regime by pointing out that Hathaway needed to be in perfect shape for the movie. It wasn't about being in top physical condition, it was about being able to perform the fights and stunts flawlessly, Hathaway stated. Hathaway patiently replied that the form-fitting costume she wore did not feel like sweatpants. She then turned her attention to her male co-star Christian Bale, claiming that he had it worse because his costume had covered his ears. Penacoli asked her about her diet and exercise routine prior to the film, continuing the body-related questions. She dismissed her routine as boring, but the reporter appeared determined to get specifics. Is it safe to say that you're attempting to get thinner? Man, what's the deal? You look great, she said, surprising him. She continued, no, not at all. We have to discuss this. What would you like? Do you want to be put in a catsuit? Ate him up. Anyway. Number 6, Scarlett Johansson. In 2012, Avengers co-stars Jeremy Renner and Scarlett Johansson talked to the same reporter, Penacoli, when he asked the actress if she wore underwear with her costume as Black Widow. Johansson stated, you're like the 5th person that has asked me that today. What is going on? Asked the actress later. When did people begin asking each other about their underwear in interviews? Johansson cut him off as Penacoli explained that he asked because Johansson wears a skin-tight costume in the movie. I'll let you think of something. Whatever you think I should or shouldn't wear underneath the costume, she said. Number 5, Samuel L. Jackson or Lawrence Fishburne. KTLA news anchor Sam Rumid mentioned the recent buzz surrounding Jackson's Super Bowl commercial as he introduced Jackson to the audience. Which Super Bowl advertisement? The actor inquired. Yikes, awkward. Before Jackson realized Rubin had mistaken him for Fishburne, who had appeared in a Kia ad during the 2014 Super Bowl, a few weeks earlier he appeared perplexed. You're as crazy as Twitter users. As the anchor apologized, Jackson stated, I'm not Lawrence Fishburne. No two of us are alike, he continued. You're the entertainment reporter for this station and you don't know the difference between me and Lawrence Fishburne? We may all be black and famous, but we don't all look alike. Jackson said there must be a very short line for your job outside there, as Rubin tried to get past the mix-up and continue the interview. See, you mess up with Samuel Jackson, you're gonna feel the burn. Number 4, Sean Connery. Barbara Walters inquired about the James Bond actor's earlier statement that it is preferable to slap women with an open fist rather than a closed one. Connery informed her, I haven't changed my opinion. The actor responded, no, I don't think it's good, when Walters asked him whether he thought it was good to slap a woman. It's not that bad in my opinion. It entirely depends on the circumstances and whether it is warranted. She then at that point requested what type of circumstance would justify hitting a lady, and Connery said it ought to just come after a man has had a go at all the other things. Women are pretty good at this, but they just can't stop doing it. They want to be in charge. After that, you give them the last word, but they don't like it, he stated. They want to say it again and get into a situation that is really provocative. Then I believe it to be absolutely correct. He was warned by Walters that he would probably get mail from people after the interview was broadcast. The actor replied, may get some women. Number 3, Taylor Swift. The pop star gave reporters a closer look at her dress and shoes as the camera panned over her on the 2015 Grammy Awards red carpet. The ET reporter said, I just wanted to show the legs. You're going to go home tonight with maybe more than just a trophy. As I told you beforehand, I imagine many men. I'm not going to walk home with any men tonight, Swift responded. I'll go spend some time with my friends and afterward I will return home to my cats. I get in trouble with men. She did handle that gracefully, but again, we need to stop taking the attention off of the same topics when we're interviewing women. Number 2, Letterman being creepy again. After Aniston examined her aversion for flying in planes during a 1998 appearance on The Late Show, Letterman hurried nearer to her. He said, I apologize if this is rude, I just want to try one thing. A drum roll got behind the scenes and the late night host placed his hand on Aniston's neck while attempting to catch a piece of her hair with his mouth. Aniston yelled in shock, jerked away, and asked, what are you doing? He then utilized his other hand to put a strand of her hair straightforwardly into his mouth, sucking it until it dropped out. Aniston dried her hair with a napkin, appearing shocked. Letterman continued the interview after observing that Aniston appeared jumbled and asking, you're so traumatized by that hair deal, aren't you? Before jokingly requesting that someone carry her off stage, the actress confirmed that she had been traumatized. And finally, number 1, Britney Spears. A montage of several misogynistic interviews that the young pop star endured when she was at the height of her fame was included in the New York Times documentary Framing Britney Spears, which was released in February 2021 on Hulu and FX. Spears' conversation with Sawyer in 2003 on ABC's Primetime Thursday is one of the most shocking. The combative questions the journalist posed included whether or not Spears liked her voice. She also mentioned Spears' world-famous bottom and commented on how modestly she dressed. Sawyer also said to Spears that she upset a lot of mothers in this country and seemed to defend Kendall Elrod, the wife of the then governor of Maryland. Ehrlich had said that she would shoot Spears if she had the chance because of the example she set for young women. Spears was the target of this attack. Britney sat through the interview while Sawyer inquired about her split from JT. He basically stated that you broke his heart. You accomplished something that caused him such torment, such misery. What were you up to? Sawyer reportedly asked Spears about the breakup, suggesting that she was to blame. Spears broke down in tears and asked if they could take a break after Sawyer told her that the singer had a year that would test a lot of people. In 2021, following the premiere of Framing Britney Spears, many fans claimed that Sawyer owed the pop star an apology after the 2003 special went viral. That is all for today. Let me know what you think about these embarrassing and creepy interviews that have happened in the past. Just like this video if you like the actresses I talked about. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.